Hi, Francis here from AutoIndustriya. Today, we're honored to be interviewing a racing legend in the local community who needs practically no introduction. This is Mr. Dante Silverio himself, who will walk us through this newly restored Celica race car. So we're very much honored, sir, that you...
Francis,
yes, sir.
good
Yes,
to
sir.
see you.
Yes, sir. Good to
Thank
see you,
you
sir.
for your effort in,
Yes, sir.
in bringing back a legendary car into motion. Thank you for your visit, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, can you guide us or walk us through the car, sir, as to what are some of the outstanding features?
This is totally restored from what it was in the beginning of this car when it came from Japan. It's restored into its proper condition and ready to go for another racing event. Asking and kneeling and praying for a car like this to be here in the Philippines at the time, because this is practically a new model at that time. In the preparation for the Philippine Greenhills Grand Prix, we feel that we were really outshined by the numbers of participants that is going to be in that particular motoring event, like the formidable Brian Hart of Alan Mopat, which is supposed to be the car that's going to really win the event, So I had to do much praying to Toyota to accommodate us with the racing car. And with much pleading and much praying, I was able to convince Toyota to provide us with the famous Toyota Celica, 2 cars from Toyota. And it was really an amazing surprise that the motoring industry at that time was so amazed to see this beautiful car in that motoring event.
What's the engine, sir? Can you guide us through the engine?
Well, the engine is a twin cam 1600 twin cam with carbureted. It's not fuel injected jet, and it's twin cam with 4 valves per cylinder. It's 160 horsepower engine. That was a very, very powerful engine at that time. Can you imagine? We were doing Corollas, 1300 Corollas, giving us about 100 horsepower. And then came this beautiful engine from Toyota. And it was really, we have to thank Toyota for providing us this particular beautiful machine. Really.
How did it perform against us, like the smaller Mini Coopers or the smaller Escorts at that time?
Well, going back to that era, the Minis are really loading it up in that particular year. Between the year 65 to about early 70s, the Minis are really loading up the racing circuit, until this beautiful car came to the market. So we've been very, very happy with the result. We have a lot of victory with this car. Thanks to Toyota for providing us this beautiful machine. And now it is restored to its beautiful and condition once again.
What's your favorite memory about the car? I mean, like when you sit in it and start the engine, sir?
Well,
what sort of memories?
The beautiful memory about this car is the sound of the engine. You have to hear the sound of the engine, The sound of the engine is, according to some people, motoring enthusiasts, they said, it's a Santana music. They call it the Santana music because you can hear it around the circuit. There's no way you can miss that it is a Toyota Celica doing the round in the beautiful Greenhills circuit, because the sound is just terrific. And then you'll see it in the you'll hear it in the viewing presentation on June 26th.
Yes, sir. We'll get to that. What was racing like back in the 70s?
Well, we have more excitement in the 70s. There are more camaraderie. There are more enthusiasm among the car manufacturers. They're more open to participating in the event, and we have some beautiful memories because the manufacturers are openly considering the participation, and that was good enough. It it gives a better exposure in as far as motoring is concerned at that particular time.
What is it about racing that interested you or got you into motorsports, sir?
I'm glad you asked me that question because beforehand it wasn't me who was interested in motor racing. You know. It was my brother really who is more interested in motor racing. And way back, to tell you a little history of motor racing in the Philippines, way back it was the Cebu Grand Prix. You know. That was the first ever Grand Prix held in the Philippines, and we were participants in that particular motoring excitement. No? We were doing Corolla, 1300 Corolla, and we were having difficulty setting it up, So that was our first effort to join motoring events, in a Corolla 1300, and we were having difficulty setting it up. We couldn't make it fun the way it was supposed to run. But anyway, it was an experience. My brother tried hard to set up the Corolla to be competitive, but to no effort. Really, we don't have the technical know-how to really do the setup. So that's where the beat beat me, I said, wow, I like the excitement of motor racing. So from that time on, in 1969, I'd been involved in motor racing with Pocholo as my running mate in all the activities. Pocholo happens to be the godfather and legendary driver among the icons in Philippine motoring events. Without Pocholo, there wouldn't have been much motoring activities because it's a slab for the motor activities that provided the Greenhills Grand Prix. So, of course, there were after the Cebu Grand Prix came the Manila Grand Prix. That was sometimes about mid part of early part of 1969. So after that came the first Greenhills Grand Prix, and then came the celebrated Philippine Greenhills Grand Prix in 1972, and that's where I won the particular championship.
Did you have any difficulty when you won that Greenhills Grand Prix, being you had such an advantage?
Well, the difficulty was we were used to driving left hand, and we have to drive a right hand. We have to quickly adjust to the call of the situation, and we did pretty good.
So what's the reason, sir, behind the number 49? So people will know that this is just some random number that you chose.
It was a coin word for my initial, A, B, C, D, that's number 4. And then 39 is S, and that stands for Silverio.
I'm sure a lot of people do not know where you got the number 49. So
yes,
I'm sure
yes.
they know now what
I'm sure they were
49
asking
is.
49.
Yes. I was also curious about that, sir. How about the livery, sir? The gold and the red stripe?
Well, it was my fancy, because gold is pure, it gives you a purity.
Yes.
So I always have gold, in all my activities. We will be actually put this beautiful car into viewing on June 26, 2026. That is a Friday at 5 p.m. here at at Automatic Center Alfresco Lounge. Please be here because we have a lot of surprises for the first 100 people that will come. We have some beautiful giveaway that you will appreciate. So be here on June 26, 5 p.m. I'll see you there.
Will we see it start up, sir, on June 26?
Yes, you will hear the beautiful Santana music that people call in the sound of this particular engine.
All right. Thank you, sir. Really, really very honored, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay.